What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Glenda. How are you? Y'all been having me so weak. These finals is coming, creeping up on y'all, like, snatching wigs and grabbing necks and everything, y'all. Good, Risa, good. Sliding through. Hey, Nola, darling. Hey. Yes, come on, passing the first semester. I love it. Yes. Big praise to the Most High. Yes. That is awesome. So now y'all you can relax and get some hot chocolate and enjoy the holiday festivities, and you take a break. Y'all, okay, it is so important to take a break during the holiday break because med-surg is coming up. But you need to take a break because you can't pour out of an empty cup. Unless you have a syllabus and they've given you some things to go over. I mean, the least that you can do, or the most that you could do, is to, I guess, learn your lab values for your electrolytes, learn like what they do in the body, go over anatomy and go over physiology and heart, lungs, and kidneys especially. You hear echoes. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, what about now? Do you still hear echoes? Jerry. Oh, yeah. That's what's up. Okay. Thank you for letting me know before I got too far into the live. Appreciate that. Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, but for real, take a break. Take a break. How many of y'all got finals this week in dosage calc? What are we doing tonight? I'll request. I've been working on problems and got my dimensional analysis workshop this weekend, so been kind of busy with that, and I don't work 3 days in a row and still got one more this week. Children are expensive. I tell you that. I'm about done too. Everything because I got a master. Okay, weight base, an IV. Ooh, child. Some of those weight based ones. Y'all know those are my favorites. I don't mind. It got easier. Okay, I'm glad it got easier. Okay, alright. I'm telling you, like, I don't know who my daughter thinks I am. And she's like, Mama, you always at work, and you do this, and you do that, and this, and this. And I'm like, if you don't quit counting my pockets, like, what Julius off with Everybody Hates Chris? This house is a gift. These lights are a gift. These groceries are a gift. I don't know why you're so nervous about fundamentals. Right, Mama got bills too. Yes, exactly. And like, just because I gotta work don't mean you entitled to my stuff. Like, you better get to work too. Alright, let me pull up some of these things that y'all have asked me for so we can start studying tonight. If you are new here, I am Nursey, your friendly neighborhood RN who loves to do dosage calculations and help out the nursing students along the way. I do have a dimensional analysis workshop coming up soon, so if you're needing some refresher on that before the end of the semester for your finals, or if you're a new nursing student, has been accepted into a program, congratulations, and you want to get a start on figuring out your dosage calc fundamentals, your groundwork, which it would be dimensional analysis. I would recommend dimensional analysis to any and everybody because it's not gonna fail you. It's not gonna fail you. Do 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 do. Boom boom. Ah, there we go. right there. If you want to attend, hey, I'll have another one coming up in January. So if you can't make this one, don't worry. It has 2 hours of Zoom, and I give you live breakdown like we do here, but we'll do more in depth on different subjects. And I give you study sheets that you can have along the way that tell you step by step, along with practice questions to go along with the Zoom and afterwards. So yeah, that's it. Alright, let me get the study screen. Let's get to studying because I was tired. This weekend, thought somebody was knocking on my door. I think it's my puppy. The 9th from 12 to 2 p.m. Central Time, because y'all know I am in Alabama. Please hold all chairs. Thank you. But yep, this weekend. But like I said, I have another one coming up in January. So, okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. So, when is everybody starting back to school? I know we got people coming from all over the U.S., so everybody starts and are on different track, because some people are doing accelerated, some people are doing bridge. You know, different regions start at different times, so y'all let me know. January 11th, January 8th, January 22nd, December 9th. Oh, never mind, sorry, that's for my date. I'm sorry. January 8th, and on the day I go back, we have Math Mastery. Wow, they come out swinging. They have no mercy. But that's okay, you're going to be alright. You're going to be alright. I'll still do these lives during the month of December, so you can keep your skills fresh. Med-Surg is coming in with a bang. You know I love Med-Surg. I'm going to stand up for Med-Surg like the long way, because it's Med-Surg. I love Med-Surg. Don't talk about Med-Surg. Alright, so let's get into this. Boom. I'm talking dosage calc and anatomy and physiology. Yes, anatomy and physiology. We had like real life cadavers. Well, that, I guess that's an oxymoron, because a cadaver is dead. But we had real cadavers, and for our muscle test, they put like the little pins with the colored heads on them, and they would insert it into a muscle and ask arterial supply, blood supply, what is the action. It was something, I tell you that. But definitely, if you're going into Med-Surg, I would definitely look over the anatomy and physiology of the kidneys, the heart, and the lungs, because you know they all do a very delicate dance to keep you in check. And when one is off, the other ones have to compensate, and it will better help you understand your ABGs and like the respiratory and metabolic alkalosis and acidosis. So your ABGs will heavily depend on your knowledge on the heart, kidney, and lungs. Alright. Pre-cal, algebra, developmental psych, and another name. Okay, y'all got this though. I mean, for real. Take a break and then come in strong. Alright, so weight-based and IV, and what else did y'all say? Drops per minute. Okay. Alright. So a client weighs 115 pounds. The nurse is to start drug D at 7.5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. The drug D is labeled 400 milligrams and 250 ml of normal saline. I said nasal saline. I'm sleepy. Normal saline. How many mLs per hour will the IV infuse? Starbake, January 3rd. Jesus be my strength. Yes, Jesus be all of our strength. You're going to be okay. You're going to be all right. All right, so PPP, patient prescription product. Our patient's weight is 115 pounds. And I found that if you write your elements out, it kind of helps you to see it. And then like you can use whatever you need in the problem once you see it like written out to the side. Okay, so patient's weight. The prescription is 7.5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. So we'll write that. And our medicine is 400 milligrams and 250 milliliters of normal saline. So these are a couple, these are a couple, and this is what do the lonely do at Christmas, okay? So what is our goal? Our goal is, where I was finna go, my tape measure just fell on the floor. Okay, whew. All right, goal is mLs per hour. So everything that we put in this problem has to cross out except for what it is that we're looking for. So at the end, we don't want anything else except for milliliters on the top and hours on the bottom, okay? So if we're starting with milliliters, when I like to do dimensional analysis, I like to start with what I'm looking for. So if I start what I'm looking for, I ain't got to go find it. It's there, okay? So let's go here because that's milliliters, right? And know that you can flip-flop anything, all right? The math is going to be mathing and it'll take care of itself. So we can put our 250 mLs on top. Alrighty, 400 milligrams. Alright, so now we got milligrams on the bottom. We know they're automatically going to go to the top because we need those janks to cross out. But we don't have any milligrams right here, do it? We only have micrograms. So we'll have to put in a conversion. So micrograms will go at the bottom. So 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. Milligrams is now gone. Micrograms is here. And now we can put our micrograms at the top because we know that they'll have to cross out. Boom, boom. And then we can use this. 7.5 mics per kg per minute. Okay, so micrograms are gone. We've used that. Now we have kilograms and minutes at the bottom. We have our milliliters at the top, okay? So kilograms, we don't have kilograms. We have pounds, right? So we'll need to do a conversion. So we know that 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Kilograms is now gone. We can put our weight in. And remember, it's single. So we'll put it over 1. And then I'm running out of space. We have minutes at the bottom, so we need minutes at the top, right? So 60 minutes over 1 hour. Okay. I always do this. Oh, you think I would learn weekly, bi-weekly? No. Twice a week. Two times a week? B-I-W, whatever. To start more to the left-hand side. So now we can multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and then divide. So 250 times 7.5 times 1 times 115 times 60 divided by 400 divided by 1,000 divided by 2.2. And I got 14.7 milliliters per hour. Let's see, did you get that? Yep, Risa, that's right. And LLJB, that is also right. Now, remember, don't put those trailing zeros on there. So, it's just 14.7. Don't put the 0 on because they will take off on your paper because it is considered a trailing 0. So no, you have to put the leading 0 and then no trailing zeros. Okay, it's okay. That's why we here. Can you multiply all the way across, then divide them? What do you mean, Brianna? Can you ask that in a different way so I can answer your question to the best of my ability? Because you multiply across the top, you multiply across the bottom, and then you divide. Or if you're in the calculator, you can put them all in until you get to the top part. The last numbers on the top part, then you divide everything on the bottom. Yeah, okay. Alright, patient has dobutamine ordered at 15 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Patient weighs 75 kilograms. The concentration of dobutamine is 500 milligrams in 250 milliliters. Calculate the infusion rate ml per hour. Round to the nearest whole number. Alright, so again, patient prescription product. PPP, question mark. So we have our patient's weight, which is already graciously converted to kilograms. And then we have our prescription, which is going to be 15 micrograms per kilogram per minute. And then our medicine is 500 milligrams and 250 mLs of fluid. We're going to keep these together, and then this buddy is single, okay? And our goal is this, milliliter on the top and hours on the bottom, okay? So now we'll start with milliliters because that's what we're looking for. So 250 mLs over 500 mgs. Milligrams is going to automatically go to the top, so we can go ahead and cross those out. And then look, we don't have milligrams in our order, we have micrograms, so therefore we need to put micrograms as a conversion. So 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. If you're just starting out with dosage calculations, I do heavily suggest that you get comfortable with metric and household conversions. You're just gonna have to know it. I mean, there's no other way. Like, I can give you some cheat stuff, you know, with like converting those, but if you don't know that 1,000 is, you know, microgram to milligram to gram, then, you know, it's gonna be difficult for you. All right, so we can do our 15 micrograms. I'm in trouble. Alright, so 1 kilogram. Okay, so look, now we got kilograms a minute at the bottom, and we have kilograms, so we don't have to convert. So we'll put 75 kilograms over 1. And then we have minutes at the bottom. We need hours. So we'll put 60 minutes is 1 hour. Doom, doom. Okay? So 250 times 15 times 1 times 75 times 60, and then divided by 500 divided by 1,000 and 1. Alright, so then we get 33.75, and it says to round to the nearest whole number. Y'all make sure that you get all the points that you deserve. You set up this problem and you worked hard to get it, and you are smart enough to solve it. Please don't get points taken off because you don't round right, because they do that, okay? Alright, so this is going to be 34 mLs per hour. Alright, I see a 34 in the comment. Good job. Let's do some more weight-based. Let's see. Alright, so drug in 7 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Weight 62 kilograms. Available is drug in 50 milligrams in 250 milliliters D5W. Record using a whole number. So we're going to find mLs per hour. Okay. So our patient's weight is 62 kgs. Our prescription, 7 micrograms per kg per minute. And then our medicine is 50 mgs and 250 mLs of fluid. Alright, so let's do it with the same way. Do you see how when you do these over and over again, if you set them up the same way, that it gets familiar, like you do it the same exact way. Boom, 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 boom. What's on the top is on the bottom. Cross out, cross out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the trick to these, to kind of get comfortable, to get confident, you know? Do it the same way. Alright? Okay. You're welcome, Miss Glenda. Alright, so 250 ml over 50 milligrams. Alright, we don't have milligrams right here. We have micrograms. So milligrams is going on the top, microgram on the bottom. 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. Because I made the problem up and I forgot to type the end of it. That's how I do. Thank you. Thank you. You're awesome. I appreciate y'all. Or I really do. But yeah, it'll usually ask for you, so it'll say, find it. Look, I told you, players mess up too. I'm not afraid to own my mistakes, okay? Alright, so let's see. We got milligrams on the bottom. So now we put our micrograms on the top. Kilograms per minute. Thank you. I appreciate the grace. And then it's already in kilograms, so we got kilograms at the bottom, so we'll put our kilograms at the top, okay? And we'll put it over 1. That's the place. Oh, what in the heck is it? Go away. Okay, so then, okay. That's gone, that's gone, that's gone. And we got minutes. So we'll put 60 minutes over 1 hour. Alright. So 250 times 7 times 62 times 60 divide 50 divide 1000. So 130.2, which will be 130 mLs per hour. Okay, moving on. Y'all let me know when you want to go to the next subject. I can stay on these all night. They're my favorite. I sound like I'm like on the cooking like show, like where they do like baking cookies like for Christmas. Do y'all watch that? That's like my favorite thing to watch besides Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. It's forever my favorite Christmas movie. Alright, so PPP. Ooh, I almost sounded really country. PPP. 95 pounds is our patient's weight, and then the nurse is to what is this? Wait a minute. Alright, the nurse is to start drug X at 12.5 mics per kilogram per minute, so that is our prescription order. Yes, I love watching the little cook and bake show. And then like, okay, so when I got married, I got a stand mixer, and like it's just for show because like this is like what I do, you know. I'm smart and I know how to do stuff like this, but I don't know how to bake. Yeah, and my children are like, I want to make cookies. Okay, we're gonna see how that goes. I can look at the show and get all the confidence in the world, but then when it comes down to it, Alright, so let's do, our goal is going to be mLs per hour that I typed out this time. Okay, so if we're looking for mLs, we're going to start with mLs. Okay, so mLs are going to go on the top. We'll use this right here, and y'all make sure that you keep your elements together. Some people want to like separate things that they find in the problem. No, keep it together. That's why I write it out on the side like this. They're a couple, and this person is single. Okay, do I only do dosage calculations teaching? Yes. That is my lane, and I go my speed. All right, so okay, what was I doing? mLs. So 250 mLs and 500 milligrams. That part's gone. Milligrams on automatically go to the top because we need it to cross out. Okay, so look right here, we have micrograms, so we'll do our conversion. 1 milligram is 1000 micrograms. Milligrams gone. 12.5 micrograms in per kilogram per minute. Micrograms are now gone. Okay, we've used that. So once you use that element, it's gone. Okay, don't use it again. Like, no, okay, I gotta go back and I gotta get this. No, once it's crossed out, it's gone. Okay, throw in the sea of forgiveness. All right, so I ain't studying you, Glenda. I see you. I'm not studying you. So our patient's weight is in pounds. Okay, so we need a kilogram to pound conversion. So kilograms is on the bottom. We're automatically gonna throw it up to the top because what's on the bottom has to cross out with what's on the top. So 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Know it, love it, eat it. All right. Now we got our pounds on the bottom. We can put our patient's weight in pounds on the top, and then we are left with minutes, and there is 60 minutes in 1 hour. So everything has crossed out except for milliliters on the top and hour on the bottom. Let me look at these doggone comments. Alrighty. So 250 times 12.5 times 95 times 60 divided by 500 divided by 1000 divided by 2.2, and that is 16.19. So if we routed this to the nearest tenth, what would that be? Oh, you just put it in there. 16.2, correct. Yep. All right, to everybody who has came in, who I have not acknowledged or spoken to, hey y'all, I'm Nursey. I am your neighborhood friendly RN who loves to do dosage calculations and help you understand and break it down so you can go from semester to semester, okay? Anybody graduating soon? Hey Toya, how you doing? Or nearing the end. Are we still doing weight based? Graduated 2 weeks. Oh yes! Congratulations for what program? Let me know. Put it in there. Put it in there. Yes. I know it's like freedom. You can taste it. Unlike those cookies that I'm unable to bake. Yes. Congratulations. Nightingale. Okay. Yes, awesome. Alrighty, a client weighs 115 pounds. The nurse is starting drug D. Except, I feel like I've seen this before. Am I having deja vu? Let me having deja vu. Let's see. Let's do some drip rates. I like these, but I don't know. I'm just feeling like, I don't want to beat a dead horse, you know? How y'all feeling about these? We'll do one more. I have a CAT test on Friday, so this is hell helpful. Okay. Excuse my ignorance, but what is CAT? And you're welcome. All right. Dopamine drip at 3 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Hey, Danny. 3 mics per kilogram. Oh, okay. Okay, then. I understand. We're on the same page now. All right. Well, I pray that you do very, very well. Dopamine drip at 3 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Hey, Farah. The label on the dopamine bag reads 800 milligrams in 250 mLs of 5% dextrose. Calculate the flow rate in ml per hour if a patient weighs 100 kilograms. All right, so we are looking for mLs per hour. That is going to be our goal. Our patient's weight is 100 kilograms. Our prescription is 3 mics per kilogram per minute. And our medicine is 800 mgs in 250 mLs of D5W. Alright, so now we are looking for this goal. We're going to start with mLs on top because that's what we're looking for. And oh my gosh, I know my camera did not say it's about to die. Okay, it's going to be okay because you might can hear me, but you might not be able to see me. But I'll still be able to see you and do problems, okay? So we're good. I just have to charge it up. Alrighty, so mLs, 250 mLs over 800 milligrams, okay? If milligrams are on the bottom, they're automatically going to go to the top because it's not part of our goal. You got to cross it out. But look at here. Right here it says micrograms. You can't turn a milligram to a microgram without a conversion. So milligram on the bottom, milligram on the top, microgram on the bottom. 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. They're gone now. So you can automatically throw these micrograms to the top. And we're going to use, this 3 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Okay. So then we have kilograms and minutes at the bottom. And if kilograms are at the bottom, we're automatically going to put it at the top. So we'll use this 100 kilograms. Boom, boom. All right, now we have mLs on the top, which is part of our goal, but we got minutes. We need to cross minutes out, all right? So that'll be our last step. 60 minutes is 1 hour. Boom, boom. Okay, So everything is crossed out except for our goal, and we can now multiply across the top, across the bottom, and then divide. So 250 times 3 times 100 times 60. Oh, keep up, calculator. How y'all beat me? Okay, that's all right. I'm still trying to figure out a way to do like a Kahoot where it's like the tutor versus the students, because I really want to do that. Don't that sound fun? I'm competitive. Excuse me. 250 times 3 times 100 times 60 divided by 800 divided by 1000, and that'll be 5.6. And then if we rounded it to the nearest whole number, it would be 6. If we rounded it to the nearest 10th, it would be 5.6. So however your institution, NCLEX, ATI, HESI, CAT, T's, whatever you're taking tells you to take to round it, that's how you round it, okay? Y'all ready to do some drops per minute questions? All right, yeah. All right. Let's see. Let me look. I think I missed some comments, so I'm going over here. I'm so grateful for doing it. Thank you. And I hope this kind of breaks it down for you. Welcome. I do this on Wednesdays and Sunday nights. So hey, welcome. I am glad you are here. And yes, I love drops per minute. Okay. Cool beans. I'm glad you love drops per minute. That is rare that you hear somebody say something that they love in dosage calc. That is not me. But hey, if you're comfortable with it, you know, you like doing them, they come easy to you, then hey, let's see. Let's go. Let's see what I want to do. What do I want to do? All right. Excuse me. I need to give me something to drink. All right. So yeah, I'm gone, but I'm still here. If y'all can still hear me, say hey. Let my camera get some charge. I have my fundamentals. Hey. My fundamentals exam Monday. This is a good refresher. Yes, fundamentals. Like, okay, y'all tell me. I think I'm kind of camera shy too. So I like this a little bit better so I can just speak. And like, what has you in a chokehold with these fundamental classes and like health assessment? Like, what is your biggest challenge with those classes? I take my little frozen self off of here because that was just looking weird. All right, so ordered. It's 500, hey, 500 mLs of D5W, half normal saline, to infuse in 6 hours. The drop factor is 20 drops per minute. What is the flow rate? So our flow rate, okay, so you can give an IV 2 ways. One is the pump, which is always going to be in mLs per hour, and then the other is going to be in drops per minute, which is gravity, okay? And it'll always have this right here, this bad boy right there, drop factor. When you see drop factor, I automatically think drop per minute, okay? So our goal is always going to be volume over time. How much to give the patient over how long, okay? So this is going to be how many drops to give in a minute. All right, boom. So now we have, I'm going to set up my relationships on the side. So 500 to mLs to go over 6 hours. And then my drop factor is 20 drops per ml. And then we have our goal, okay? So if we're looking for drops on the top, I'm going to start with drops on the top. Raindrop, drop top, drop on the top, okay? 20 drops per ml, okay? So now that's gone. We've used it, it's gone. So we have milliliters on the bottom. We need drops on the top and minutes on the bottom. So we have milliliters. We know we're automatically going to get rid of those. So we'll throw it to the top. So that's your 500 mLs over 6 hours. That's gone. Okay. Now we can scratch out our units. So that is another thing that I've noticed when I'm doing sessions with people that can get you messed up and like confused. Write your units out as you're doing these, because you need to see that the units are part of like a relationship. Because like 1 hour is to 60 minutes. 1 ounce is to 30 mLs. You need to see that, okay? And if you're just writing numbers, you can get confused because they just become a bunch of numbers. Units are important. Write your units out and cross them out as you go along the way, okay? Boom. All right. So now we got 500 mLs over 6 hours. So if our hours need to be crossed out, we need an hour to minute conversion. 1 hour is 60 minutes. Hours are now gone. And now we can multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and divide. So 20 times 500 divided by 6 divided by 60. And that is going to be 27.777777. And of course, we know that you can't give 0.777777 of a drop. You have to either give 1 drop or not a drop. So if it's 0.5 and above, go ahead and round up to the next whole number. So that is going to be 28 drops per minute. And do I see 28 in here? Yep. Good job. Okay. So dimensional analysis is really just like a puzzle. As long as you got your units labeled and everything is crossed out, you can solve anything with dimensional analysis. I don't, discriminate against my formula lovers, because some people can remember formulas, but sometimes you cannot. So if you don't know like what a formula is or how to get there, you set it up with dimensional analysis. Look for your goal. Everything has to cross out except for your goal. Pick out your elements in your problem. Make sure that, the relationships stay intact. And you put what's on the top on the bottom and go for what you know. Get the crossing out until you get what it is that you're looking for. I can't do formula mostly now that I do DA. Yeah. I mean, I'm old now. Like, I've been a nurse for 13 years. I'm not going to remember any formulas. Like, no. I barely remember the BSA formula. And that's just because, I help people, with dosage calculations often. So it's, kind of comes up fairly often, but you don't remember those things. But if you just put them in like a dimensional analysis equation, it's easy. All right, so we have to infuse 75 mLs over an hour. Drop factor is 60 drops per ml, and our goal is to get drops on the top and minutes on the bottom. So if we're looking for drops, I'm going to put my drops on the top. Okay, so that's 60 drops per ml, and then our mLs need to go to the top, so they'll cross out. So ml, 75 mLs over 1 hour, and now we have 1 hour. Our hour needs to go to the top, and our minutes needs to go to the bottom, and in 1 hour, there is 60 minutes. Boom, boom. It's hard for me to determine the fluff and irrelevant info versus the info that you actually need. I have a video on YouTube that's called The Anatomy of a Dosage Calc Problem. It helps you to break down those elements that you need to actually solve the problem. If it's not asking you for certain things, then don't pay attention to it. You need to identify your goal and the elements that'll help you get to your goal. What's going to be on the top, that's going to be on the bottom, that's going to cross out until you get what it is that you're looking for. All right, so 60 drops. So pay attention. So this is always going to be called a micro drip. That is your only micro drip. So if it says micro drip, just automatically know it's going to be 60 drops per milliliter. And if it's 60 drops per milliliter, that 60 crosses out with that bottom 60. So it's always going to be this number. Boom. That's your little tidbit for a knot. Let's keep going. Okay, what else do we need to look over, y'all? I know, yeah, I know. Ain't that interesting? Anything else we need to go over tonight that y'all got coming up? I know finals is coming up, y'all. Let's study. Let's do it. Let's finish out strong. Hey Nursey, what is the video called on YouTube? Anatomy of a dosage calculation problem. If you're on my YouTube, not my YouTube, my what is this, TikTok? On the top there's a link tree, and I have it linked on there, but it's on my YouTube page. And also, y'all, if you came in late and you wanted to restudy these problems that we've done, it is on the replay is on my YouTube channel, which is the same handle as my name, A Blessed Start Ian. You're welcome. Can I do safe dose range? Absolutely. Okay. And how to calculate what the day the patient will okay, like how many in one day? Is that what you're asking, Claudia? Okay. All right, let me finish this one. All right, so 8-hour shift, and you need to infuse 600 mLs. So you see how this one is worded? It's not necessarily saying infuse 600 mLs over 8 hours. Like, you have to imply that. Boom, 600 milliliters, that's going over 8 hours, okay? And so then the drop factor is that the flow rate, because you have a drop factor with tubing, that means it's going to be drops per minute. So we'll do 15 drops per milliliter, and then 600 mLs to infuse over 8 hours. Whoa, it's moving. Okay, so now 1 hour over 60 minutes. So hours can cross out. This don't stop moving. So 15 times 600 divided by 8 divided by 60. 18.75. You can't give 0.75 of a drop, so it will be 19 drops per minute. Do y'all understand what a drop factor is? How many days the medicine will last for? Are you talking like in IV form, or are you talking like with pills in liquids? Let's see. Safe dose and end of infusion time. Okay, I think I have that too. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think. Do I have an example of that? But if you were using dimensional analysis, you would just have to like set up how many doses per day, and like those would line up and cross out at the top, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it without showing it to you. Label problems. I gotta make some up because I ain't trying to have them coming after me. Feds watching. Alright, so let's do one of these, and then we'll do safe dose and infusion time. How about that? Or when they give us 2 drop factors. So they shouldn't give you 2 drop factors because you don't have 2 sets of tubing, unless you have to like choose the tubing that you use. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, can y'all hear me? Is my volume still good? But yeah, you should just have 1 tubing drop factor. You should have how many drops per mLs, and then you should have, your drops per minute that you're solving for. It sounds better. Laugh out loud. I don't know what's going on. Did you already do a milligram per kilogram, the dose divided into 4 equal doses type question? Nope, I did not, but I got some. All right, the MD orders your patient to start IV heparin drip at 12 units per kilogram per hour and to administer a loading bolus dose of 60 units per kilogram IV before initiation of the drip. You're supplied with a heparin bag that reads 25,000 units per 250 mLs. The patient weighs 189 pounds. What is the flow rate you will set your IV pump at in milliliters per hour? So PPP, patient prescription product. So where are we? Patient is that, and your prescription is this.
and it says our bag of heparin is that, okay? And we need mLs over hour. So 189 is our weight, and 12 U per kg per hour. And then we got 25,000 units and 250 mLs. So if we're looking for mLs, we'll put mLs on the top. So let's see, 250 milliliters over 25,000 units. And if we got units on the bottom, we'll need units on the top. So we'll throw our order there with our 12 units per kilogram per hour. Units are now gone, and then we don't have our weights in kilograms, we have our weight in pounds. So we'll need to do 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So we'll get rid of those kilograms, okay? Now we have 189 pounds that our patient weighs. Pounds crosses out, and what are we left with? Milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom. Okay, so now we do 250 times 12 times 189 divided by 25,000 divided by 2.2. And I got this many milliliters per hour. Okay. Let's see here. Safe dose, safe dose, safe dose. Is this a safe dose? All right, y'all ready? Let's do some safe dose. So, phenytoin. What is phenytoin for? Y'all let me know in the comments. It's a little bit of pharmacology. 40 milligrams by mouth, Q8 hours. Child weighs 27 pounds. The safe dose range is 8 to 10 milligrams per kilogram per 24 hours. All right. What is the safe 24-hour range? Is the dose safe for a 24-hour period? And if the medicine is supplied in 125 milligrams per 5 ml, how many mLs will you administer per dose? All right, so this is kind of like referencing to one of those questions that somebody asked earlier about like the dosing, like if you giving it like in a day, and then how do you figure out per dose? So look here, this is what the doctor has ordered. Okay, so that means that one dose is 40 milligrams that we're gonna give by mouth every 8 hours. So that means there are 3 doses in one day, because if you have 24 hours and you're giving it every 8 hours, 24 divided by 8 is going to be 3. So it'll be 3 doses in one day, okay? So we're going to put that on ice. What we need to focus on first is this right here. We need to be detectives and determine if what the doctor has given you is indeed safe. So this is going to give you 2 numbers. It's going to give you a bottom number. It's going to give you a top number. The bottom, you can't go below that number because it won't be therapeutic. It's not working in the blood. It's not safe. The top number, you can't go above it because then it'll be toxic in the blood. It'll be too much, okay? So we'll use our patient's weight right here and what is the safe dose range to figure out those 2 numbers. Then we'll go back to your order and see if that number falls between the lowest number and the highest number. If it is at or in between those numbers, it is safe. That is the green zone. Anything outside of those 2 numbers is the red zone, okay? All right, so what is the 24-hour safe range? So we'll take this 8 milligrams per kilogram per day. Now, when you see these problems like with 24-hour in it, I don't like to use the 24-hour because you can get that kind of confused with your numbers. I mean, 24 hours in a day, then that's going to add in extra conversions. So I just say 8 milligrams per kilogram per day. All right. So now we have our kilograms. We don't have kilograms in our patient's weight. We have pounds. So we'll have to put in our conversion. Kilogram goes on the top and it's crossed out with what's on the bottom. Now we have our patient's weight, which is 27 pounds. Boom, boom. And now we have how many milligrams per day that the patient can have. So look, if we took it a step further and we erase our equation mark, we can see that in one day there are 3 doses, and that will give us, days crossing out, how many milligrams we can give in one dose. So do you see how to decipher between whether it's all day or per dose? When you use your units, make sure everything crosses out and that it lines up and it crosses out what's on the top and what's on the bottom. So this is going to give us milligram per dose. So we'll do 8 times 27 times 1 divided by, excuse me, 8 times 27 divided by 2.2 divided by 3. So our lowest limit number is 32.72 milligrams per dose. All right. If you're not following with me or you're kind of confused, say, hold up, wait a minute, go back. Okay. So now we need to know what's the most that we can give. Okay. So that is going to be 10 milligrams per kilogram per day times 1 kilogram over 2.2 pounds, because we're getting rid of our kilograms and we have our patient's weight in pounds. A lot of people want to say, oh, I know that you can divide the weight by 2.2 and get kilograms. Yes, you are smart, and yes, you know how to do that, but that is going to be one extra step. The less steps that you take, the less mistakes that you make. Let the dimensional analysis handle it. So all you have to do is just multiply, divide, and then get the answer right, okay? Graduate and go on to be a prudent nurse, and then, ignore the argument that's going on about nurses on TikTok. Okay, all right, I'm back. All right, cross out pounds. Day is gone. And now we have milligrams on the top or per dose, all right? So 10 times 27 times 1 divided by 2.2 divided by 3, right? So 40.9 milligrams per dose is the most that you can give to the patient. Now, we have determined that these two numbers are our range. So that is part A. Now we need to go back to to the order for part B and see, is this safe? Okay, so in one dose, which is this, you could give 32.72 milligrams or up to 40.9 milligrams. Is this 40 milligram dose, that's one dose, in the green zone that we have just found out? Is it safe? Let me know in the comments below. And I'm going to check the battery on my own camera. Okay. Lord, I don't know. Oh my goodness, y'all are hilarious. I love it. Okay, so that's why we do this, okay? Is my camera stuck still? Oh no, don't be stuck, camera. Cause I'm like in mid talking. Okay. Reset. Can you reset? Can you do something for me? 21. Can you do something for me? Okay, I'm gonna work on that. Okay. It says, all right. No, Lord, I don't know. One dose is safe, But for the 3 doses in one day, no, it says 32.7. Okay, so check this out. This is the least that they can have, and it'd be okay in one dose. And this is the most that they can have in one dose, right? What is ordered is 40. Is that in between these numbers? Is that in the safe zone? So this is the red zone. This is the red zone. All right here is the green zone. So is it safe? Yes, it's safe. Okay? I don't know how to because a lot of people, get confused on these safe dose problems. And I'm like, how is the best way to kind of convey that if it's in between those two numbers, if it's in the range, then it's safe. But do y'all understand why now that would be considered safe? For those who were confused, calling upon the Lord's name to help us. Because he will help us in times of trouble when we are troubled. So is it, yes. Okay, so is it safe per dose or the amount that the patient, so if it's safe in the dose, then it's going to be as safe in the day. So like you just divided how much that they can have in one day to show you how much that they can have in one dose. So you multiplied it by 3 instead of divided it by 3, then you will get the same number. So it'll still be safe. Yup. Yep. I don't like that my camera's not working. Oh, you can enhance, child. Okay. All right, let me see. So now, since it is safe, I don't like it. All right, we can go ahead and find out. We can find out how much to give, okay? So I gotta erase some of this stuff so I can have some room. All right, so the doctor has ordered 40 milligrams, and the medicine comes in 125 milligrams per 5 ml. So this is just like a simple dosage calc, desired over half. You can use ratio proportion. You can use dimensional analysis. So if we're looking for milliliters, I'm start with my milliliters, and then we'll do, what was it, 40 mgs? And milligrams crossed out. Let's see, 5 times 40 is going to be 9. No, hold on. 5 times 40 is going to be 200 divided by 125. All right, so that'll be 1.6 mLs that the patient will receive. Okay? All right, let me look at my comments. How y'all feeling about these? How is everybody's mental? You have to check on people. You have to check. So, how y'all feeling? You almost done. Y'all don't give up. I know nursing school is that. It's all of that. All the nurses before you have done it, and we went through it too. Everything in life that could go wrong will go wrong. Both of my grandparents got really, really sick on me, and when I was in nursing school, it was horrible. But it's gonna be a distant memory. I swear it will. Just keep going. Just keep going. I'm looking to see if I got any other message. Okay, heparin bolus. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do another safe dose since we're on that topic. And I was using part C as the safe dose range, but you get it now. Okay, good. Navy Vet 88. Why are you stressed, sir? That is my husband. Stop it. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you for the support on the live. Let's see. Is this one good? Do you have child's weight? How many milligrams you're gonna receive? How many will they receive in the day? Okay, y'all want to do this one? Does this look like a cool one to do? And then what else did y'all want to do tonight? I know somebody said heparin bolus, so I got you on that. Okay. I want to make sure that we touch on everything that we need because we got tests coming up. Alrighty. Okay, let's do it. So, amoxicillin 125 is ordered per kilogram per day. IV. I don't even know you can give amoxicillin IV. Okay. Anyway, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. It's twice a day, so that's 2 doses in one day. It's ordered for a respiratory infection. You have amoxicillin 125 milligrams in a 5 ml suspension. Child's weight is 11.8 kilograms. Help me. How many milligrams per dose will the patient receive? And how many milligrams per day will the child receive? And how many mLs per dose will you draw from the vial? So here we go. Part A is how many milligrams per dose. So our goal is mg per dose, okay? So we'll start with our milligrams per kilogram per day, okay? So now our patient's weight is already in kilograms, so all we have to do is just put these kilograms on the top, put it over 1 so it's not bald-headed at the bottom. Shows you a placeholder and let you know that the number that's right there, it needs to be on those numbers on the top, that has to be multiplied. So now we have mg per day. We need mg per dose. So in one day, let's go back to this problem and see how we find this out. It says this twice a day. So that means in one day there are 2 doses. All right, y'all with it? So now days cross out and we got milligram over dose. So that's going to give us how many milligrams per dose. So 125 times 11.8 divided by 2. It's going to be 737.5 mg's per dose. Okay, so now we can go to, yeah, you see, Danny? You got to put those, when you label your units and you label the problem out, those units got to cross out and you got to go for your goal, right? So if everything crosses out except for what you're looking for, then you're good. If something is still there, then you got to go back and look. She said reading is fundamental. Absolutely. All right, so B, how many milligrams per day? So our next goal is milligrams per day. All right, so same setup, 125 milligrams per kg per day. So our patient's weight is 100, I keep saying 100, excuse me, 11.8 kilograms, okay? So now kilograms is gone, and what are we left with? Mg's on the bottom and days on the top. Isn't that what our goal is? It surely is. So 125 times 11.8, and that's going to be that number right there, milligrams per day. So now C is how many mLs will you draw? Okay, mLs per dose. So that's what our last goal is, ml per dose will you draw from the vial, okay? So, I think I can fit it right there. All right, so we're looking for mLs. We'll start with our mLs. So that's going to be 5 mLs over 125 milligrams. Okay, milligrams got to go to the top. So 125 mg's per kg per day. We have our patient's weight, which is already in kg, so no conversion needed. Okay, oh, it's going to run into my logo. I'm sorry. All right, so let's see. Cross it out. And we got ml per day. We need ml per dose. So in one day, there are 2 doses. Remember, because it said BID, and BID means twice a day. So day crosses out, and what we are left with is ml per dose. So 5 times 125 times 11.8 divided by 125 divided by 2. So that's going to be 29.5 mLs. And if it tells you to round to the nearest tenth, it'll be that. If it tells you to round to the nearest whole number, it would be 30. You do whatever Hesse, ATI, Mrs. Jones, whoever your teacher is, whatever tells you to do, okay? Alrighty. Is there any questions about those type of problems? Where it has the dosage and it kind of like I did this one so you can see the difference in seeing how much it is in per day, how many it is in like a dose, and like why the different parts of the problem are essential to solving the different parts of the answers. But yeah, I know. Woo, reading, like Danny said, reading is fundamental. But for real though, if you have your goal and it's asking you for a specific thing, only give it what it's asking. You got mg's on the bottom, on the top, and day on the bottom, give it what it's asking for. You got ml on the top, dose on the bottom, just give it what it's asking for. How do you know what to cross off? Okay, so what's on the top is got to cross out on the bottom. We are looking for a goal. So let me kind of back up here. Okay, this is crowded. And the more that you do these problems and you look and you see how they look and, you can pick out the information, you get comfortable, the easier it'll get and it'll come to you. Alrighty. So listen. So part A said how many mg's per dose. So my goal in part A would be to get milligrams on the top and dose on the bottom. We want everything else to cross out except for milligrams on the top and dose on the bottom. So if I'm looking for milligrams, I'm going to start with what I'm looking for so I don't have to go looking for it. Okay? It's there. 125 mg's per kilogram per day. That's what I got from right here. Okay? That was my order. And it was milligrams. So now we have to use our patient's weight, which is already in kilograms. So kilograms have got to go. They're not part of the milligram overdose, is it? Nope, nowhere to be found. So they have to cross out. So that's gone. So now you have milligrams on the top, which is okay, but then you have day at the bottom. So if you go ahead and put day at the top, that's going to cross out, right? But in one day, there are 2 doses. Dimensional analysis is all about relationships, going from one relationship to another and how they relate, and crossing out what's on the top and what's on the bottom to get to your common goal, okay? So did that kind of answer your question? I'm not going to even attempt to say your screen name because I don't want to mess it up. Okay, great. All right, y'all, let's do some heparin. And I think somebody asked for like an IV time too. I think so. I think that's what I saw. Oh, does anybody have any cool plans for Christmas? Guess who's not working? Me. All right, let's see. That's not heparin bolus. Is this heparin bolus? Nope, that's not heparin bolus either. This is heparin bolus. All right, your patient has an order for a heparin bolus of 10,000 units, followed by an IV drip of 18 units per kilogram per hour. Your patient weighs 167 pounds. You have a heparin vial labeled 5,000 units per ml. Part 1. What will you give your patient for the initial bolus? Part 2. What will you set your IV pump at for a continuous drip if your 1 liter IV bag has a total of 50,000 units of heparin in it? Okay, so bolus only means that you're going to, Okay, that you're going to give a administration of medication at one time. So one amount of medicine over one time. It's not going to be a drip like the second part of the problem. The bolus is going to get that medicine in the blood to where it needs to be at, because we know that heparin is a weight-based drug. Okay, so it's got to get up to the bloodstream to a level that is therapeutic, so that your patient won't clot. It increase the bleed time. So if they have AFib, STEMIs, DVTs, PEs, whatever it is that's causing that you don't want the patient to have blood clots, you've got to get to their that level quickly. So that's what the bolus is for. Okay, so it's going to be a separate problem than the drip. The drip is going to maintain that medicine at a level in the blood, and then you'll check the anticoagulation studies of the blood to make sure you're not giving too much or too little. Okay, all right, so bolus of 10,000 units, okay? And then you're going to pull that bolus out of the vial. The bag is going to be reserved for the drip. The vial, you're just going to pull up the medicine and shoot, put it right in the IV, and that's it, okay? So it's basic a desire over half, ratio and proportion, excuse me, or dimensional analysis. So what are we looking for? Milliliters. So that's our goal. I can't spell. All right, so now we have ml over 5,000 units. Okay, and then we want 10,000 units to be administered. We'll put that over 1. Okay, 10,000 divided by 5,000 is going to be 2 mLs. That is how you get your bolus. Easy enough. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Stop letting these words and problems and whatever it is intimidate you, because you know how to do the stuff. I mean, it is what it is. You know how to do it. You just found a bolus of heparin. So now you will have to do your PPP, patient prescription product goal for your drip. So the patient's weight is 167 pounds, and the prescription is for 18 units per kilogram per hour. And then you have a 1 liter bag with 50,000 units in it. Okay, and so our goal for the drip, I'm gonna erase this. Erase. All right. So our goal, gotta erase that too. So our goal for the drip is going to be ml per hour. So we're looking for mLs. I'm going to start with my mLs. And we don't have mLs, do we? We have liters. So you still can make mLs. You can make whatever you want to make, okay? Because we going to do that. Like, okay, I'm going to show you how. So you can start with a conversion if you would like to. Now, listen. My disclaimer is always, you don't have to do it the exact way that I'm doing it. If you like to start with what's ordered or whatever, as long as what's on the top crosses out with what's on the bottom, then hey. But this I find is easier, it's systematic, and it works every time. So, boom. So if we are looking for mLs, I'm going to put my ml at the top and my liters at the bottom. 1 liter is 1,000 mLs, all right? So now we can go to our 1 liter bag, because liters got to cross out with 50,000 units. Now I'm going to erase this because it's going to run into the way. And we're looking for units, so that's part of the order. 18 units per kg per hour. Units are gone. And then the patient's weight is in pounds, so we need to do a conversion. Kilograms has got to cross out. So 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. And then we can put our pounds at the top. And what we are left with is milliliters right here and hours at the bottom. And that's our goal, isn't it? Yes, it is. Now we can multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and divide. So 1,000 times 1 times 18 times 1 times 167 divided by 1 and 50,000 units divided by 2.2. And that is going to be 27.32. So if this question popped up on your HESI or your ATI and it told you to round to the nearest tenths place, what would our answer be? Please put it in the comments if you're still here. Oh, I'm trying to get my camera back online because I don't see it. Let's see. It says no signal. Well, I know that's a story. 27.3. Okay, 27.3. Yep. Okay, so I think we all agree it's 27.3. All right, y'all. I think I got 2 more questions in me before it's time to go lay down because your girl has done 312s back to back on med-surg with 5 to 6 patients. And I'm kind of tired. I got 1 more night this week that I'm picking up. And that is tomorrow. I will be on Sunday night. And then I still got to get ready for dimensional analysis workshop that's on Saturday. So if you would like to attend that, it's on my website. I will have another one in January. This one is just for like the end of the semester. And then for people who are starting in school in January who want to get a head start. So yeah, what are we doing next, y'all? What are we doing next? The first 2 requests, I got you. Y'all thinking about it? Well, while you're thinking, I think I was also supposed to do an infusion time. Let's see. So I will do that. Alrighty. So 2 more questions after this one. The doctor ordered 250 ml bag of IV normal saline to be infused at 20 drops per minute. The drop factor is 10 drops per ml. You start the IV infusion at 15:30. At what time will the infusion be complete? Alrighty. So we are looking for time. So time is going to be hours, okay? And we have 250 mLs in a bag, and the drop factor is 20 drops. No, sorry, the drop factor is 10 drops per ml, and it's going in at 20 drops per minute. So we need to figure out how many hours. So do we have hours? California, did this just start? Hey, no, I started at 8 p.m. Central Time. So I think that is what? Is it 2 more hours behind? So 6 your time? But if you would like, you can go on my YouTube channel and rewatch the replay. All right. And welcome. Alrighty, so we are looking for hours, but we don't have hours, right? But like I said, we can make whatever we want to because we have conversions. So if I'm looking for hours, I'm going to start with my hours. So if I have 1 hour, that is going to be 60 minutes, right? I have minutes, so now I can put my minutes on the top and my drops on the bottom because I use this right here. So now it's gone. Minutes crossing out. All right, so now I got drops on the top. On the bottom. I need drops on the top. Drops 10 per ml. That came from my drop factor. It's gone. Now I have milliliter on the bottom. I need milliliters on the top. That's my 250 ml bag over 1, and it's gone. Okay, so now everything has crossed out. Boom, 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 except for how many hours. Okay, so we can do 10 times 250 divided by 60 divided by 20 divided by 1 divided by 1, which is going to be 2 hours and 0.8 minutes. So 2.08 hours, okay? How do we find minutes? All right, because we need to find out the time because we started at 15:30, which is 3:30. That you're welcome. I'm glad you did run across, and please join me Sunday and Wednesday nights. Sunday nights I'm on at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Wednesday nights 8 p.m. Central Time. I try to stay true to that schedule. You know, sometimes they be needing us in the hospital, child. So I'll pick up. But yeah. All right. So 2.08. So look, this is our hours, okay? And this is our minute. So our hours are going to be the same, but we need to know exactly how many minutes is 0.08. So everything behind the decimal, we're going to take it and we're going to multiply it times 60, okay? So 0.08 times 60. And that's going to be 4.8 minutes, okay? So we can round that to 5 minutes. So this is going to take 2 hours and 5 minutes to infuse. So if we start at 15:30 and we add 2 hours and 5 minutes, that's going to be 17:35 when it ends. How you like that? How you like it? Yup, that's exactly right. Okay. I love this. I love it too. All right. Does anybody need me to rework this problem or explain a part of it? Because I want y'all to pass. Y'all got to come out here and relieve us. It's a nursing shortage. Folks act like med-surg is the ghetto. I love med-surg. I love being a med-surg nurse. You will never hear me talk about med-surg. Because if you're not sick enough to go into the ICU and you're not in the ICU coming down off a step down, where are you going to go? Med-surg. Okay. But yes, how does anybody need me to rework this problem? I failed my math test with a 91. I need a 95. Oh no, they're being so, okay, I understand. Here you go. See, med-surg is the hood. Med-surg is not the hood. I bet if you were in the ED and you tired of laying your booty on that hard stretcher, you'd be glad to get a med-surg bed. All right. And nursey come in there knowing how to give you your medicine. I'm glad you get a chance to retake it. Yeah, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. All right, so okay, anybody else got any requests before I go to bed? Why people talk about med-surg? I don't know why people, I don't know why people talk about med-surg. Oh, child, med-surg can get a little bit busy. That's all I'm saying. It can get a little bit busy. And I guess it's a specialty within itself because you can get a certification. Like this one, neat. OB meds. I think I got a Pitocin and magnesium one. Med-surg is where it's at. And then you really I like being a med-surg nurse. I'm really partial. Because when I went to the floor, I started with nephrology and med-surg. And I like it because you can learn some stuff, man. You see everything, you do everything. You still have to know your lab values. You still have to know a lot of things that, you're just not a task doer in med-surg. You still have to have critical thinking and you still have to have assessments. You still have to know your stuff on the med-surg floor. So I don't want anybody to think, it's just doing this, doing that, getting ice and getting crackers. No, you actually really have to pay attention because your patient is dependent on you. And then if something else needs to happen, they need to be monitored closely one-on-one and they have to go to the ICU, you need to be, on your toes quick enough to catch that. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. All right. So 450 mLs is remaining in the bag. The IV is infusing, excuse me, at 75 milliliters per hour. How much longer will the IV run? Express your answers in hours and minutes. So we're looking for a time, right? Goal. Hours. All right. So we're looking for hours. I'm going to start with my hours. So that's hour over 75 ml. I got that from right here. Okay. And then if milliliters at the bottom, we need milliliters at the top. And I'll get that from right here. So 450 mLs over 1. Cross it out. I meant to write an equal sign and not another multiplication because we're done. We are at goal. So 45 divided by 75 is going to be 6 hours. Okay? So that's another thing. A lot of people ask me, how do you know where to get this from, how to use it? If you set up your problem like, okay, you start with what you're looking for, then they kind of just fall into place. If you use it like that, you're like, okay, this is at the bottom, I need this to go to the top. Okay, then it just jumps at you. Yeah. Y'all like that one? It's the OBS. I don't want an OBS camera. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to get back on here. But what are we doing next? Desire over half of a volume. You're welcome. Neat. You're welcome. That's how you did the problem, Gemini Butterfly. You did desired over half of a volume. There's nothing wrong with, formulas. I'm not a hater on formulas. I swear I'm not. I just, they're not, once you get to like those critical drips like we did at the beginning, it's kind of hard. All right, I'm back. Hey. So, what are we doing last? I got maybe 1 or 2 more problems in me. What are we doing? OB, I know I seen. And, okay, I did the refresher on the time infused. So, let me see. Do I have OB? Maternal OB. Look at me. Okay. Okay. I wish I wasn't so tired. I just got out of class and your eyeballs are burning. Oh no. Get you some rest. Quan so cakey. I think I said that right. And you can go to YouTube and the replays are on there. I will be back on Sunday night. I do the Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, okay? So yeah. And then I also do individualized tutoring or group tutoring. So if you and your friends want to get together and study, we can do that. All right, so Pitocin. What is Pitocin used for? And what we have on hand is 500 mLs of lactated ringer with 30 units of Pitocin in it. The order is to infuse at 7 milli-units per minute. And what are we going to set our pump at with milliliter over an hour? So our goal is ml over hour, okay? So our medicine is 30 U over 500 mLs, and then our order is 7 MU per minute. So listen, don't let that MU fool you, okay? It's the same prefix as milligram, milli-unit, milli-equivalent, a milli, 1,000, okay? So, same way. All right. We're looking for milliliters, so we'll start with milliliters, okay? So, 500 ml over 30 U. We need MUs, right? So, 1 U is 1,000 MUs. You see how that's the same thing? Don't let the change in the unit of measure throw you off. You know this, okay? You know this. All right. So, all right. U's crossed out. We got MUs now. So 7 MUs per minute. And we need milliliters per hour. So now we'll put 60 minutes over 1 hour. And that is gone. So now we are at our goal. All right. 500 times 7 times 60 divided by 30 divided by 1,000 equals 7 milliliters per hour. $500 times 7 60 divide 30 divided by 1,000. Yep, 7. How y'all like that? OB maternal. Now that is one thing I cannot do. Y'all can have that labor and delivery stuff. No ma'am, no sir Bob, no. What are we doing next, y'all? I'm getting weary. Night shift nurse. I've been up for 3 nights in a row, but hey, I'm faithful. And I want y'all to pass. Y'all, I really do. I've been seeing just a lot of nursing students online and like these forums and groups and stuff. Y'all keep your head up. I promise you, it is not going to last forever. Y'all will get through this. You've got resources. You've got different people on here, on TikTok, on YouTube. Y'all use your resources. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. All right. What we doing last? You know me. I'll pick a weight-based problem in a minute because it's my favorite. Did you do heparin bolus and infusion? I did. You want me to do one more? So which one? Weight-based or heparin? What's this? What's this? Weight-based. All right. Let's see. The recommended dosage of erythromycin suspension is 20 milligrams per kilogram per day in 4 equally divided doses. The child weighs 44 pounds. How many milligrams are needed for each individual dose? So this is kind of like a weight-based and peds all kind of wrapped up in one, okay? All right. So we are looking for a goal of milligrams. Milligrams. It sounded like I was stroking out for a second. I think I'm getting too hot. I don't know. Let me take my jacket off. Oh, goodness. Mouth is dry. I'm up here slurring my speech. You're like, oh my gosh. All right. Is this lady up here trying to help us do dosage calc? And she's up here stroking out. All right. So go. mg per dose. So if we're looking for milligrams, we're going to start with milligrams. Look at y'all figuring it out in the comments. Okay, I see y'all. 20 milligrams per kg per day. And the patient's weight is that. So we need a conversion. Well, it ran away from me. Here we go. 1 kg per 2.2 pounds. And then kilograms are gone. And we have 44 pounds over 1. Pounds are gone. And then it says in 1 day, there are 4 equally divided doses. And we need 1 day 4 doses. Okay? So now day is gone. We got milligram on the top and we got dose on the bottom. And that looks like our goal. So now we can multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and divide. So 20 times 44 times 1 divided by 2.2 divided by 4. So I got 100 milligrams per dose. Is that what y'all all got? 100, 100, 100, 100. All right. All right. So So I hope that everybody oh my gosh, y'all helped me reach 5,000. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I hope that everybody is studying this week. Don't do too much. You can't pour out of an empty cup. Get your rest. Take care of yourself. Woosah, it's almost done. Okay. You lost a 0 in there somewhere, but it's okay. just go back. You probably wrote it down, and this is what I tell people. I don't write it down. I always do everything in the calculator. So once I get to the end of the top of the line, I divide. Everything on the bottom is divide. Then I only hit equal sign one time. Okay, so that's the way that, like I said, less steps you take, less steps you mistakes that you make. So that's kind of one of those little tidbits. So yeah, everybody, I'm so glad that y'all made it here tonight. If you are here for the first time, hey, I'm glad that you came here. I am rooting for you. I am praying for you. I am here for you. If you would like me to break down specific types of problems, thank you for the rosemary. Pacific, that's an ocean. Specific types of problems in the next live, you can send me a DM. This is my email. You can go to my website, abrntutoring.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and the replays are on the YouTube. I am doing a dimensional analysis workshop this weekend, so if you would like to attend, it is on my website. You will receive 2 hours of instruction via Zoom, and you will have step-by-step breakdown, so you can have it forever and ever, amen, and practice problems to go over. So this is the part of the problem. I'm done. See, hey, this is a part of the night where it is nurse chat. So I would like to just impart my wisdom and my experience to whatever questions that you have. We were kind of talking about med-surg. I was an LPN. Well, I was a pharm tech first, then I was an LPN, then I went back for my associates, and now I have my BSN. I hope to go back and get my doctorates, but I have a toddler, so that's not happening right now. But if y'all have any questions, send me those. I am a person, but I'm a nice person. I'm not gonna be like, don't DM me. Let's see, what am I looking for in the comments? My camera's gonna die again, so you might not hear my see my face, but you can hear my voice. I do this on Wednesdays and Sundays. So Wednesdays is 8 p.m. Central Time. I'm in Alabama. And Sunday is 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I tried to do it a different way to set it up, hoping that you was going to get the same number. You went outside the lines. Okay. I'm an incoming nursing student, and I'm so scared. Don't be scared. This is a no-fear zone. You could be unsure. You could have some anxiety. We're not going to fear it. We're going to break it down. We're going to understand why, okay? So hopefully you can come again. Let's see. Very helpful, thankful. I'm starting semester. Yes, I'm excited for y'all. Congratulations on your nursing journey. And so I disappeared because my camera is dead. But like I said, I will be back on Sunday night. And if you have any questions that you want me to do, just drop them below in the comment. You can send me a DM, and you also have my email. If you would like to look at this replay, it's on YouTube, A Blessed RN on YouTube, A Blessed RN on Facebook. And y'all, I'm just gonna pray us out because I'm done now and I'm sleepy. Lord, I thank you for today. I thank you for your awesomeness, your holiness, your graciousness, your love, your kindness, and your understanding. I thank you for all these nursing students who I've met tonight, Lord God. I thank you for everybody who has come under the influence of my voice, that I will be able to bless with the knowledge that you have blessed me with. Lord, I just pray for all the nursing students that are going through their finals this week, Lord, that you calm fears, that you calm anxieties, that you increase confidence, that you increase courage, Lord, that you increase endurance and strength. Lord, you said that those that are, going to the end are going to make it, that endure, not the swift or the strong. And we just ask, Lord, that you just give us a little bit of oomph to get there. We pray for families, we pray for situations, we pray for cars, we pray for health, everything that can go wrong in nursing school, Lord, that is meant to come against us, Lord. We rebuke and ask that you make a way like you have. We just thank you for Jesus. We thank you for his blood, for forgiveness. We thank you for this season that celebrates his birth. We just thank you for everything. We know that, We believe in you, that we want to be prudent nurses who graduate and that take care of the people that you have put here, and that your glory will be seen through us as nurses. And we just thank you. We love you. We ask for forgiveness. And it is in your holy name, Jesus, that I pray. Amen. And y'all have a good night. Thank you so much for those who I'm meeting. Y'all like, subscribe, follow, and I appreciate it. Put it out to the algorithm so that more students who are, having issues with dosage calc can come here and we can have a big study party. And I will see you on Sunday. And those who want to join me on Saturday for dosage calc dimensional analysis workshop, you know where to go. And y'all have a good night. I'll see you later. Bye.